Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a squad from the American, the South Florida Bulls, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Badgers will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Green. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the USF Bulls offense will take the field first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Runs through the tackle. Oh, gives him the tough, stiff arm. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. The Bulls want to move quickly. They'll run play action. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Coaches talk about third downs all the time. They emphasize it in football games, and that's a great start for this defense. They're ready for the pass, nice coverage in the back end. They get the sack, and they set the tone in this football game.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Wisconsin's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Hold. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Badgers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Let's go. Ready, go. The give to the lone running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Here we go. Robinson will throw. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Badgers will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for a gap. It's Reeder. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Running to Green. Inside the 45. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds. The Badgers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. That penalty moves the ball into the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. Made a defender miss. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, USF.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Wisconsin, 0.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Quickly complete. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Robinson looking to pass. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers have their offense in high gear. And off to Jones. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, sack.
Might as well stick with him. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Military stunt.
Has to get there to move the sticks. And into the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The extra point here would tie the game.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fakes to grab. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Rousseau. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Bulls are in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Got his man downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got
breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulls.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score already. Going downfield for the big play. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Badger! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Good enough for first down. That's the end of
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off play action on first down. Oh, it's picked off. The 20. Touchdown, Wisconsin! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Throws to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down. The Bulls will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
And your Wisconsin Badgers will take
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They'll give it to the back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Wisconsin's had a long list of great running backs, but those big fellas up front, that's a pipeline to pro football.
Unbelievable. Joe Thomas would be proud. Just paving the way, just physical. They always can block the run game so well, and they're going to establish it. Every game Wisconsin plays, they're going to run the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Charcoal!
They'll go to the counter, finding open areas. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Using the quick game. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Badgers! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. They're trailing by just 2 to Vanderbilt. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
I'll tell you what, sometimes towards the end of that play where you see you're not getting anywhere, I'd like for you to just lower your shoulder and get a few yards. I just don't love it when they finish and run out of bounds.
You know, though, we've both been around so long that we've seen a lot of guys try to make a play every single time, and it ends up making things worse.
No, I get it. You can fight for extra yards. Sometimes you go backwards or sometimes you lose the football, but man, I want to put my offense in the best position. That means I need to go lower my shoulder, fall forward, get some extra yards.
And the Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Robinson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's gone. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Badgers are in the red zone. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
South Florida, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He'll do it himself. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Bulls decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Robinson looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. There he goes. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now...
Got enough space. Touchdown, Badgers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the 1st half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Let's go. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He lobs one high down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Robinson will throw. Steps away to find some room. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibbs. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. To the air on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quick release by the QB. Turning it on. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Green. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Wide open downfield. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half.
Big yardage on the play. 24. 1st and goal, USA.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Robinson looking to pass. Gets it out fast. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He's got 99 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a...
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Robinson will throw. Got his man on the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Off the RPO, complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
The Badgers have it with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They'll go to the air. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
And the Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulls.
What an unbelievable play on offense, and I think the thought process was, hey, we're on our own 2-yard line. Let's just run the ball and give ourselves some space, give ourselves some better field position. But the ball carrier says, no way. I'm making people miss. I'm taking this thing to the crib. And he showed you his speed. Wow, what a game-changing type play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
Here we go, here we go. 46.
Robinson looking to pass. Scrambling away. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers.
And, man, what a game-changing type play. The offense is rolling the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He'll keep it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Offense working from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And back to the air on second down. With the catch, it's Gibbs. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Under fire. Intercepted to stop the threat.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
55, South Florida, 21.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Dropping back, it's Thorne. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He'll take another shot here. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Got the first down and still on his feet. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Thorne. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Badgers! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Vanderbilt. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Got it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Jackrabbit.
Trying play action. Bringing the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll take the deep shot. Makes a grab on the shot. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Second down.
And the Bulls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
The Bulls look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw, it's Thorne. Makes the grab, it's Bobo. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Tackle on the play.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's gonna pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Second down.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Pucks it out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces.
Ready up.
In this area of the field, you want to get heat on the quarterback, but that roughing the passer penalty gives up a first and goal. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's going for the goal line. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 6 on that last one, now second and inches. Tries again to get it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right.
Touchdown, South Florida. Great job by the back on the option.
USF.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. And off to Jones. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Flips it out to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big...
He's got it at the 15. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Ready,
It's 1st down from the 11.
Flare. Here we go.
The give from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty.
Okay, ready?
They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Down.
Back to throw, it's Thorne. Spits it out to the back. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. The give to the tailback. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll get rid of it. Finds space on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of 1st downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
The Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Pound 55 weak.
I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Trying to burn this defensive back. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total.